When your mum told you to wash the dishes, yeah, and you said, "Nah, mum, you know what? They're soaking. Like I've left them. I'm gonna do it. Trust me."
We're here today to do the dishes video shoot. I want to say thank you to every man that's here and every young lady that's here. This video is about, you know, trying to make a difference to young people who are going through a bit of a tough life in the community that we're living in at the moment through a creative way. The young actors that I've got for this video, I want you to walk blessed. I want you to know there's greatness inside of you, that you can do whatever you put your mind to. You don't have to be a victim of society or of what people tell you that you are. Everyone walk blessed for today. Let's have a productive, blessed, wicked day, yeah? All right, bless everyone.
Amen.
Bless, amen, amen. Let's do it.
He's washing the dishes. No, but I'm joking. My man's on the road thing. He's shotting and smoking. Chilling with the man there. Yes, welcome to Shottery Close. Big up to SK for actually finding this location the night before the shoot. It was absolutely perfect. Even down to the name of it, Shottery Close. Absolutely brilliant. Great location. It just looked exactly what I'd envisioned when I wrote the song actually. So yeah, man.
3, 2, 1.
Jim, the mode is beast. Parnell, but he sees the police. Man knows that the road is peak. Wants the mules and listens to Meek. Mum wants him to go to the shops, but she don't know about ops. Gotta watch 3 bops. She don't know that it's really the box. Man lives in a nice.
What are you saying, man? You know how they hide knowledge from black people? They put it in a book. You know that? So this is called Surf the Wave. And I want you to
Laugh him.
Oh, you're gonna do a dish, bro. You like that, man?
yeah.
To be honest, I think this, the prison scene, was the one that took the boys mostly out of their comfort zones because they had to convey a different emotion on camera. Whereas previously, they're just kind of in their comfort zone, they're on the block, they're laughing, chilling, billing, doing what they're doing. Whereas in prison, the atmosphere is a bit more dark, a bit more grim, a bit more emotional. And there were scenes where they had to look sad, they had to look concerned, they had to look a bit scared maybe, a bit anxious, you know, and just to kind of switch on that emotion is a big ask of someone who's not, like I say, formally trained as an actor, but they really done well. It took a few attempts, you know what I mean? Sometimes, you know, they just burst out in laughter.
You're gonna just look up into the camera and you're gonna really make contact with the camera. Yeah, but your face needs to just look into it.
Bare things that he doesn't know, while repping the block that he doesn't own. High every day like a fucking drone, happy like a dog with a rubber bone. He's like, sir, you're an old man, you don't know about road fam. You ain't never ever rode in no gang, you don't know about things that go blam. You ain't never concealed that whole gram or hid the thing in the hose pram. I like drill music.
Yeah, you can do it, you can do it. Guys, like you said, listen, you said that one day you love to be in Top Boy and blah blah, them man have to hold their character. Yeah. Yeah? So that's what I'm gonna need from you right now, to hold your character. Compose yourself. You got this.
There's nowhere to hide or run to. Hoping his bell will come through. Couple man had to hold a beat like a mic check, he got 1, 2. This scene here, although it's quite a funny scene, you know, you see SK putting cold beef stew in his mouth and spitting it out. You know what I mean? It's disgusting, it's comical, it's humorous. It's got a serious element to it because it just shows how, you know, he took his mum's cooking for granted. You know what I mean? These seemingly small things are big things. Washing the dishes, you know, being home for food, eating around the table with family. It could be mum, dad, brother, sister. It could be, you know, aunt, uncle. But sitting around the table with family, you know, often we take these things for granted. And then when they're gone, you realise, you know, what you're left with. You realise how valuable that those times were. And the small times are actually the big times, you know what I mean, that hold the most value. So I wanted to kind of convey that in this scene in a way through humour to kind of show the viewer, look what he's lost, you know what I'm saying, look what situation that he's in now, you know what I mean, if he only just sat around the table with his mum, you know what I'm saying, if he only just washed the dishes.
It's only gonna be literally like a millisecond.
If you end up on the floor, then
1, 2,
1 second.
Bang. So
I remember no smiling whilst this is happening, yeah? Do you want some like this?
Yeah, I was thinking maybe they could just stuff it out of there.
Nah,
you might as well just make them two stuff it, bro.
No, you man stuff that window, sounds good.
Oh yeah?
So, that's what's rough.
Cool.
Right, I want to try put some
Angry music.
some angry music. Yeah. Put some music. So here we are on location at Casper's. When we pulled up to the location, there were some boys waiting outside, and I thought, is this going to be a bit of a problem? You know, we've got boys from, you know, different areas, and are we creating a bit of a situation? But to everyone's relief, it was all love. As soon as the boys saw each other, I think they knew each other, and they, you know, they acknowledged one another, and it was just love. We went straight into Casper's, met Aaliya star in there, and she done an excellent job with one of the male actors, and just smashed it. Like, they was literally naturals in there. We asked them to improvise, to be fair. There was no script for that part of the shoot, and they improvised and they smashed it. Shot number 4, I think, location number 4 or 5, one of the two. And this is the shot where we get introduced to the mum. And the mum is just pissed off because her son has not been home.
Which angle are you gonna
He's not washed the dishes. He's not helping her with the shopping. He's just in and out. You know when mum say, use my house like a hotel? It's that kind of thing. So we're setting up that shot now. And yeah. So you're gonna go to the door. Dawn will call you and say, what? Back in 5. Gone. Yeah? And the cheeky smile can the cheeky smile can work now.
Huh? Cheeky smile?
Yeah. The cheeky smile. SK's in the informal top right there, so we've got a rep informal young guys doing their thing. Big with the clothing, with all the apparel. So just quickly show this on the behind the scenes here. Informal, my guy Raheem. By the time we got to this part in the day, everyone was tired. You know, it had been a long day of shooting, and Dawn met us here. And we only had literally half an hour to get these shots before the sunlight and the natural light completely left us. So it was a bit of a rush, but she came and slotted in perfectly. She was able to look at the script and interpret it in her own way, put her own twist on it, you know, add some ideas, and really just executed it perfectly. Couldn't ask for anything more. Guys, that is a wrap. Yeah, we've just done the absolute last scene. It's been a long day. We've been all around Lewisham Borough, you know, presenting the borough in a positive light, you know what I'm saying? You know, we're doing positive stuff with these young people, you know what I'm saying? They're acting and, you know, and really just expressing their talent. So big thank you to Nadia, Chiba, Julian, Dawn, SK and all his guys, and the young actor that came through, the young lady, Aaliya. You know, big thank you to everyone. Big thank you to J1 for the original song. The original song, we must pay homage. So big respect to that young man who made a song called I'm Taking Your Missus. And I just flipped it to say I'm washing the dishes. But big thank you to J1 for making that vision come to life. I think your song is absolutely sick, which is why I've done this version. So big up you and your team. Big up everyone. And listen, if you're watching this message right now, you have greatness inside of you. Do not doubt it. And if you already know that, turn to someone on your left and someone on your right and say, you've got greatness inside of you. Signing out. Wash them dishes, man. Peace.